Yay. Legend, the man, Howie Bell. All right, Hal, we're talking about Pete Edward Rose.
Okay, all right.
Okay, Peter Edward Rose, all-time hitter in baseball.
Okay.
Probably one of the best hitters I've ever seen in my day.
Yes,
okay?
yes, okay.
As far as,
Okay,
just
I can see that.
Pete might not be book smart, but there's nobody in baseball that was better baseball smart.
True, yeah, true, yeah.
I mean, he can tell you when he got this hit, when he got that hit.
Okay.
He can give you numbers.
Yeah, okay.
The guy was one of the best players in the game.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was the heart and soul of Cincinnati.
Okay.
And what do you think about Pete Rose making the Hall of Fame?
Well, I would have to say not.
So if you had a vote, you would vote Pete Rose not in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, because what they're doing is, if you would put him in, that just sending a message that this kind of thing is going to be tolerated. I mean, basically, if you get caught, all you would have to do would be to admit it, and then, probably take a year off and they will reinstate you. I mean,
but basically, isn't everybody given a second chance?
Well, the only thing is with professional sports, and I guess the way the baseball rules are written,
all right.
I mean, it's probably the one thing that separates baseball from pro wrestling. I mean, you can't have these bookies around the ball players. And if you do that, it's one of the
Pete Rose, he didn't bet. He just started betting when he was the manager of the team, and he only bet on his team. He didn't bet against his team.
Okay, well, that's all the information that was available to the public. Now, with his personality, okay, I don't know if you could tell me that this betting started when he became manager. If you have it in you, you have it in you. He said as a kid used to go to the racetrack.
Okay.
So if that's
you think Pete Rose has been betting on baseball before you?
Yes.
You think he was betting on baseball when he was a player?
Yes. I mean, I don't have any proof, and we're never going to see proof.
Right.
Because when he signed that lifetime ban,
right,
the agreement was they weren't going to dig up dirt.
Right.
Okay, so...
Well, the agreement actually, Bart Giamatti said, after they suspended him, we have no information that Pete Rose's been on baseball.
Okay.
And he signed it.
Okay, yeah.
That's what it said. We have no information.
Yeah.
20 minutes later at the press conference, Giamatti said, I know you bet on baseball.
Okay,
so basically, it was a big contradiction on his part.
Well, that's his feeling, and I don't think he really should have said that, because, I mean, that's what the agreement was. And we probably know that he probably did bet on baseball when he played.
Right.
And you know what, though?
But isn't everybody given a second chance? I mean, Pete Rose, he's admitted finally, after 20 years, he admitted to it.
Well, he would have got his second chance if, when caught, he would have admitted that he'd done it. I'm sure they would have had a heart and they would have put him in the Hall of Fame. He probably would never be allowed to go around the ball club. But I think they would have put him in. But he denied it until about, like 15 years later?
20 years. What about him? What about this, Hal? Okay, we can just get off the Hall of Fame. What about Pete Rose being reinstated into Major League Baseball? Where he's allowed to go into the stadium on the field. Would you reinstate him in the game?
Well, I don't think it would do any harm, but unfortunately the way the rules are written, if you're banned from baseball, this is what the ban is. So I would have to take it for what it's worth now.
All right.
I mean, it does pains for me to say that, but you know what? I mean, what he did was a very dangerous thing.
All right. As usual, the man, the legend, Hal Bell.